Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on my Minecraft Survival Let's Play world, where we're back at the piglin bartering farm where we finished off in the previous episode. And I have to say I've been doing some AFKing in between episodes, and this farm is super productive and it's super efficient as well. With just a little bit of gold, I've been gathering loads upon loads of materials from this farm. So if you guys are ever looking to build a piglin bartering farm for yourselves, I highly recommend to replicate the one that I built, or if that's not possible, to build one very similar. But before I continue rambling on about how great this farm is, let's talk about what we're going to be doing in today's episode. In fact, in today's episode, we're going to be taking a break from the nether entirely and go back to the overworld for a project that I've been holding off for a little while now. For those of you that actively watch my survival series, from episode 26 you may have recalled that I actually raided an ocean monument, and I haven't really done much there yet. And in today's episode, I plan to change that. So what I'm planning to do this week is to go ahead and make a huge super productive guardian farm so that I can get loads of prismarine as well as XP and build whatever I want out of dark prismarine, sea lanterns and even normal prismarine, and it'll give me loads upon loads of resources for the future as well. And this is no easy task. This farm is going to be absolutely humongous and it's going to take a lot of time to build, and it will require loads of materials just to get it completed. So if we're going to want to start on it, we should do it very soon. So while I continue to talk, let's quickly head over to the overworld and to the ocean monument so that we can start on this guardian farm as soon as possible. And here we are back at the overworld now near my Tudor village, and the ocean monument isn't far from here. But I have to say, coming back to this early stages of the Tudor village really brings back some memories, and I really feel the nostalgia rushing back to me. This place really does look super cool when you come back to it. And we should definitely expand on this place later on, but of course that's not what we're doing in today's episode. So let's quickly head over to the ocean monument, which is in this direction. So I've just arrived at the ocean where the ocean monument is located, but since it's been a while since I've raided the ocean monument itself, I can't actually remember where the precise location is. So I'm just going to go ahead, fly around a little bit for myself and try and find the monument, and I'll get back to you guys once I found it. Alright, I believe I see something rendering in over there, and that's right, we've hit the jackpot and we found the ocean monument, and hopefully this is the one that I raided and not a new one, because I do not want to have to deal with the whole hassle of raiding another ocean monument. But I believe this is the exact same one, so I'm just going to quickly go get up close and we could begin work on the farm. So now that we're getting very up close to the ocean monument, let's try and figure out how we're going to build this farm. We have to be careful, of course, because there's a lot of guardians around here which are going to try and kill me. That's actually going to be a huge problem when I'm trying to work on this farm, because these guys are going to be constantly chasing me, and I believe they do lots of damage, don't they? Let's just stand here for a second. Yeah, they do so much damage. Let's just try and get up here out of the water for a second. They still do damage out of the water, really? Wow. I'm going to have to make a little platform here. Wow, they're doing actually so much damage. Damn. Okay, I need to get... Okay, I need to get out of here. Wow, that's actually so much damage. How are these guys shooting me outside of the water? I didn't even know that was possible. I'm guessing the only way I can really work around these guys is using some invisibility potions. And I think that's the one way I'm going to be able to work on this and create the farm without getting hurt from these guys. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab some invisibility potions and I'll be right back, and hopefully we can try and work around here a little easier. You know what? The thing is, I actually don't have any netherworld back at my base, and I can't remember where I stashed all of the previous netherworld I've got in this world. So I'm just gonna have to look around this nether fortress here and try and find some netherwort. And there we go, we found some netherwort so that we can make some of the invisibility potions and try and, deal with the guardians of the ocean monument with a little bit more ease. So now that I've got the 26 pieces of netherwort as you just saw there, now I just need to get the remaining pieces of materials so that I can make some invisibility potions. So that of course includes some fermented spider eyes and some golden carrots. So we've already got plenty of golden carrots here in my inventory, and then we just need some fermented spider eyes, which I don't think will be too hard to get. I think we'll only need a couple of those because I don't think I'll need too many invisibility potions. So I'm just going to go over into the overworld and try and get some fermented spider eyes. And there we go. That wasn't too hard at all. I've got all the materials needed. Now we can just go ahead and brew up some potions. So I've got some sugar here, got some spider eyes, and got some mushrooms. And that's all we need for fermented spider eyes. Now all we need is some bottles and some water so that we can get some water bottles, put them in here, and then brew up some potions. So I've managed to get my hands on some water bottles here, and I've just gone ahead and put them into the brewing stands and already started the brewing process. And as you can see here, I've already got some potions of some invisibility. I'm of course going to make them longer, I believe, with some redstone. I believe that's the way you do it. So let's just grab some redstone from here and try and make these last longer. I mean, it's brewing something, so that's always a good sign. And then I'm going to make some more invisibility potions over here on this side as well. So we just put in the fermented spider eye. We should get some more invisibility potions. And I'm just making these guys last longer here so that I can go underneath the water for a prolonged period of time without being seen by the guardians. And there we go, we've got 8 minutes on each potion there. And that's already a good sign, so that's quite a lot of minutes there. And just go ahead and place the redstone dust in this one as well. And I'm going to get even more invisibility potions. Now I'm going to go ahead and make 3 more and then go over back to the ocean monument and then we can start the build process. Alright, so I've got all the invisibility potions brewed up over here, so I'm just going to go ahead and put them into a shulker box like so. And now we can head over back to the ocean monument and begin the building process. So now that I'm approaching the ocean monument with all the invisibility potions on hand and all the extra materials needed to build the farm, I think it's time to start today's time lapse. So without further ado, I think we should get straight into building and I'll see you all after this time lapse. Well, that was one huge time lapse, but I have to say it was all worth it because after 12 hours of non-stop work, I finished this garden farm over here. And I have to say it's all worth it for the insane capacity that this garden farm has and the amount of materials I get from it as well. Not even using my looting sword, I get so many materials which go straight into my filtering system. But even though that time lapse was a long one, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But now let's go ahead and talk about how this farm works. So if you guys noticed at the beginning of the time lapse, I actually destroyed the ocean monument that this guardian farm is based around. As you can see here, we've got some pillars left standing and we're basically in the center of where the ocean monument used to be. Then we've got this huge structure around the outside with this like tank and the guardians spawn inside of here. Hopefully we can try and catch a glimpse of this somewhere. Um, well, it seems that they're not spawning right in front of us, but when they do, we'll see it. But just like that, you saw some guardians spawn there. And then we've got some soul sand at the bottom here, and the bubble columns push them up there. Then they get funneled into this outer ring over here and pushed towards this little column. And once they come down this column, they get burnt in lava and fall to their death, where we, of course, get the materials. I've also got this like little lever back here as well. So if you flip this, just like so, then we get some water down here and the guardians will survive the fall and I can just of course use my looting free sword and get even more materials. And that's basically the basic principle of how this farm works. Of course then the items get shot down here up this water stream and then they get sorted into the retrospective chests. Like in this one over here we've started getting our crystals and then we've got some shards in here. And I've only AFK'd around here for about 5 minutes and we're already getting loads and loads of materials. But I have to say I wish there was an on-off switch to this farm because I really want to stop these gardens coming through so much. But I have to say I'm really happy with this farm because we got loads and loads of materials and actually when you're flying around here, the farm actually looks super cool from the air. And you guys are probably wondering why this episode has taken so long to come out and the main reason is just building this farm and gathering all the materials because in total this is probably about over 20 hours of work at this farm alone. And of course I've got to do all the recording, everything like that. So it's going to take a lot of time. So I hope you guys understand why this episode has taken me so long to publish. But I have some super good news as well. If you guys want to see an insight into how I do my building and everything like that, and how I play on my survival world on a day-to-day basis, I've actually started a Twitch account. So you guys can go ahead and follow me over there, and you can see all the streams that I do here on my survival world. And I've also started a Discord server, which is also going to be linked down below in the description along with my Twitch channel. And basically, you guys can go ahead and join it and you can see little details like when I'm going to post, all my next YouTube videos, all my next streams, and things like that, as well as participate in community polls and just be a part of the community. So I hope to see you guys there as well. However though, since this video has taken so long to make and you guys are missing out on a lot, I think I'm going to have to cut this episode short. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode and I'll see you all next time. Bye!